Huge Julian Alvarez to the club of Arsenal. Transfer boost. To bring you up to speed, if you're not yet informed, Arsenal's number one centre forward target is Julian Alvarez. You get? And they are all in for him. What has been said by Atletico Madrid, Arsenal is willing to meet it because they know that they need an elite striker like Julian Alvarez into the mix. This has gone ahead to attract rumors of Arsenal putting out Victor Gyökeres for sale, something that I don't believe that is really okay because Arsenal has reasons to bring in another striker because the manager looks like he no longer trusts Gabriel Jesus. Ever since that ACL injury, he's no longer the player he used to be. And as it stands, the player is really going to be leaving. When he leaves, that means Arsenal is supposed to bring in another player who can help them do the job. And who have they pointed at? It's Julian Alvarez. Now, I'm going to be breaking you down as to why I think there is a Julian Alvarez to Arsenal transfer boost. Now, if you're a player like Julian Alvarez, and you know that you want to go ahead and really get bought by a club of Arsenal at an amount that Atletico will always call in for, because Atletico is known for obviously selling players expensively. And if you don't have the money they need, they won't really let the player go. They would rather loan that player out and say to it that every loan season, you pay them £10 million and then you meet the entire salary of the player, like they did to João Felix. Now, Julian Alvarez did exactly what you have to do if at all you want a club to buy you. However, huge a price will be put onto you. What did he do? In the first leg, he scored against Arsenal. That is it. Score against them, they'll come for you. Now, when he faced Arsenal, he put out performances that went ahead to convince Arteta, the owner of Arsenal, that is Kroenke's, and the sporting director, who goes by the names of Andrea Bartha, that indeed he is an Arsenal material. So, for that, he ticked the box, scored against Arsenal when they were in Madrid. Even yesterday when they are playing, he really caused lots of problems. And if it wasn't courtesy of that Declan Rice attacker, maybe they would have gone ahead, obviously get ahead, before Arsenal went ahead to score in the 44th minute through Bukayo Saka. So you understand. So he has done his part. And that is the first boost, that he has gone ahead to show Arsenal that he is the man that they need. And that has gone ahead to boost the interest of Arsenal in the player, because he's a Premier League proven player and he has gone ahead to score 10 Champions League goals this season. And he's playing in a team that doesn't create lots of chances. You know, a team that plays a system that doesn't really benefit the player. That's the team that he's really playing in for. And that's where things really go on to worry him. And he's one of those that you believe doesn't deserve to be playing Atletico Madrid. And Arsenal want to come to his rescue. And indeed, they are trying to do the needful. And indeed, the player will give them their yes. Now, the other factor, that was the role that Julian Alvarez had to do. Now, there is a role that Arsenal had to do to see to it that they increase their chances of getting the player. And what was that? Knocking them out. You know, if you want to sign a player and you meet at this level of the Champions League, go all out and knock out the player. You get? He'll live with due respect, and the next thing he will be like telling his agent, let's go to Arsenal. And Julian Alvarez knows to it that if he was the one leading the line for the club of Arsenal, Arsenal would have gone ahead to get him more than what they got when Gyökeres is really leading the line, because this boy offers a lot. Hold up play, he's a more clinical finisher in there for you. And he knows to it that he can outcompete Victor Gyökeres out of that position. So after us knocking them out, that is the biggest boost that you'll ever get. If you're a team looking out for a player who plays for a different team, what you have to do is go and beat. Go and beat the team where that player is, knock them out, and show them the power that indeed it's really going on as planned. So that is exactly what we want to have to happen down at Emirates, and the player showed exactly what he's made of, and that goes ahead to open doors for Arsenal to get in this guy, because he now knows where he's supposed to be. Atletico is Atletico, and they're supposed to be there. You get 2 consecutive seasons playing the semi-finals, and they're into the finals. Now, Julian Alvarez will look at himself as the missing piece in the jigsaw of Arsenal to really take them to world levels. If you want to see a team win what we call Champions League, and a player win a Ballon d'Or as Julian Alvarez, there is no way you're obviously going to be doing it at Atletico Madrid, because Atletico Madrid had a player known as Antonio Griezmann. He was at a certain point referred to as one of the best players in the world, but him being the best in the world was always put out on the field of play, but never did the team give him a helping hand. Now, do you want to let me know that Atletico will come in through and obviously put in another performance like that next season? I doubt. They don't. They are not consistent at what they do, But Arsenal has shown Julian Alvarez that they are consistent and they do what they think is right for themselves. So I think that is exactly how things will went ahead to pan out, and it's the boost for the club of Arsenal. And indeed, it is really very important for a player in Julian Alvarez after the World Cup to obviously make his decision. And I don't think that Arsenal will wait until the World Cup. I think Arsenal will try their level best and put out a very huge showcase and see to it that they fight to really get the player. I know when he met them yesterday at Emirates, I know the agents were being engaged by the people at Arsenal, and they're like, please let your boy come here. And after them knocking out the club of Atletico Madrid, obviously the agents are really now convinced that they should, at a certain point X, go all out and put in the effort to see to it that their player comes back to the Premier League, because this is where he can win the Ballon d'Or. That is it. This is where he can obviously put himself in a situation where he takes over from Lionel Messi and Ronaldo, because there is no player single-handedly that's going to raise up his hand to obviously be in those boots. But if you look at Julian Alvarez, ever since he came in through from River Plate, he has put out a very huge performance. In his first season at City, he went ahead to win everything that a football player is supposed to win at a club level. You understand? So he went ahead to obviously win that. So I do believe that this is a boost, and indeed his camp is also thinking like that, and the lad will come to Arsenal, and he will come and really get his unfinished business in England. And because at Man City he couldn't really get what we call ample playing time. He used to come on, score goals, but he was not a favorite. He wants to go to a team where he's a favorite, and he knows to it that he is a favorite over Victor Gyökeres in there for you. So guys, your thoughts on to Julian Alvarez to Arsenal transfer boost are welcome in the comment section below. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. I love you all, and thank you for watching in through. I just love you guys, and do the needful and subscribe. We want to hit 30,000 subscribers onto this beautiful channel of ours. I love you, and see you when you see me. And don't look any further apart from Rokani Media Football. I don't know. Is it the fourth, fifth video of the day? Let's wait and see. Bayern is trailing by 1-0 at the Allianz Arena.